Anuru, a forgotten town buried between the hills of Kogi State, had no electricity, no hospitals, and only one thing that pulled travelers from afar: the legendary Suya joint run by Malam Musa and his 3 silent sons. By day, the store was nothing special, but at midnight, a smoky, sweet, spicy aroma would slither through the air like a serpent, dragging people from their homes like they were possessed. Legends had it that the meat was so tender that it cried when bitten, a joke they thought, until a child said, "Mama, the meat told me to run." Idris, a local hunter in the village, had become a shell of himself since his younger brother's disappearance. He hunted alone, avoided town meetings, and ate in silence. But every Friday night, he broke the routine for a stick of suya. Something about the meat reminded him of his brother. The tenderness, the smell, the faint burnt hair that lingered like a memory. One night, Idris bit into a piece that had a familiar texture, soft, almost too human. That same night, a little girl dropped her suya stick and screamed, "Mommy, it blinked at me." Amaka had only been in Anuru for 3 weeks when she treated her first disappearance case. A young man named Solomon went missing after eating midnight suya. His girlfriend said he screamed in his sleep before vanishing. Amaka took it very seriously. She asked around, but no one wanted to speak except Baba Awoni, who whispered, "You can't fight it, the beat chooses." Later, she found a gold wristwatch in the hospital trash. It was engraved with SO. Until we meet again. It was Solomon's and it was burnt black. Idris began having nightmares. He saw a pit of fire surrounded by shadowed figures with human hands on their belts. Each time, one would offer him a skewer, eat or be eaten. One night, he followed a rustling behind the suya joint and found something buried between banana leaves. A partially skinned human arm with a tattoo. His brother's name was Suya. He ran to Amaka when he saw it. She whispered, "I've treated wounds like this, but not from humans. There are butchering marks." Pretending to order suya, Amaka distracted Malam Musa while Idris sneaked into the shack. He found a ledger. Every page listed names, weight, date, and cut type. The last entry, Amaka Eze, soft thigh cut, pending fire. Idris screamed and dropped the book. In that moment, he understood. Musa was feeding the town to something deeper than hunger. Malam Musa walked in, smiling. "You should have eaten and kept quiet, hunter. The pit does not like rebels." Baba Awoni finally spoke the truth. The pit came before the town. Musa made a pact. Every soul fed keeps the ground from rising. At midnight, Idris and Amaka confronted the Malams. They poured blessed oil into the pit. The suya fire screamed. The ground cracked. The fire turned black, then green. From it rose a thing made of mouth, burnt flesh, and iron skewers. Each mouth whispered a villager's name. Musa fell to his knees, offering his own flesh. It wasn't enough though. After the fire consumed Musa and his sons, the town returned to silence. But something was wrong. Children now stared at meat with empty eyes. One boy bit into a stick and said, "Uncle Idris is sweet." They found Idris' body in his compound. He had written one word on the wall with his own blood: hunger. Amaka left Anuru. She moved to Abuja, started over. But one day, at a corner near her house, a new suya joint appeared. The man behind it, he had no shadow, no voice, just a fire that sizzled without wood. She tried to walk past, but the smell, it was exactly like Anuru. She stopped, and the man said without moving his lips, "We remember the taste of your thigh." Back in Anuru, Those who eat suya after midnight often suffer from hallucinations of screaming faces in their meat, or sometimes they vanish. It is said that the pit demands a soul for every stick sold. So, when next you eat suya, pray it wasn't seasoned in screams. Thank you once again for listening to this story. I hope you all enjoyed it. Kindly subscribe and leave a like for this story. Thank you very much.